Dave, thanks for joining us. Disappointing result, but I'm sure you've got some encouragement.
Yeah, I think, we don't want to accept defeat in any manner, but it certainly gives us a foundation going forward. That performance, I thought it was full of heart and endeavour. The second goal goes in, it kills us off, a deflected goal that goes in, which I thought was a bit harsh, because I thought we were in the game up until that point. We've got caught out thinking there was a long throw. When it was our throwing initially that they've gave away cheaply in our own area. A defensive third, and then it's a long throw that's gone short across, and he's just got a free header across one of our lads. And I think like I say, I thought it was full of heart and endeavour, and another night we could have got something. However, that's where we're at the minute. Yeah,
there's a big gap, isn't there, at Wigan Athletic to Artell Alexander, but the one thing that you brought in was commitment and effort. I'm not saying that hasn't happened before, but it's got to continue and it's got to get even better, and then the creativity comes on as well.
Of course, look, that's the foundation. I just said to him there, I said, look, we can't accept anything less than what you've just given there. The fact that a lot of you are flagging with 5 to go shows how much effort you've put in, and that's got to be the case in every game, not just a nice stadium. That's got to be the case at Accrington away, and as opposed to just laying down. And if we do that, then we've got a chance. That's the foundation. That's the minimum requirement. And like I say, I thought to a man, they did that tonight, and on another day you get something out of the game. They obviously got a bit raggy in the last 5 minutes, and they could have scored more, which would have been harsh. But like I say, I thought it was a far better performance, and that's what we've been after.
What's your judgment of when you look at your players when they've suffered another defeat? What can you get out of it yourself to think, right, we'll work a few days on the training ground and go, well, next game?
I've just spoke to one of the lads there walking out and said, look, what do you think? He said, that's the minimum. And it is, they're not stupid. I don't lie to them, and tell them as it is. And they all know that they've put a shift in tonight. And if they do that every week, then they've got a great chance of picking up points. We're not going to play a Wigan Athletic away every week. This is a championship football club in everything bar name at the minute. The stadium, the size of the squad, the quality of the squad, the financial clout that they've got, everything. And we've stayed in the game for as long as we can. And again, that's the reality of it. That's just facts. I don't want anyone to think that we're going to Real Madrid, because they're not. They're a League One team, and you can't come here thinking they're Real Madrid. And we didn't. Like I say, I thought the fans were magnificent at the end there. I think they saw a committed performance, far more committed than the last couple of games, and they're not stupid, our fans. They know exactly where we're at. They know, and they can see when there's effort and belief and fight for the share in the football club, and they've seen that tonight.
It's horrible feeling losing football matches, no doubt about it. Whenever you may be playing 6 on the spin, unfortunately it's gone against you tonight. That is how it works. But how much are the players learning in this particular stage and progress, and it can give their progress?
Well, the second goal, Humphries is out-muscled an 18-year-old. It doesn't happen in 12 months' time. Then he's out, then Callum Lang's out-muscled a 21-year-old. That doesn't happen in 6-12 months' time. Because them lads they've played less than 10 games in league football, I think. That's the difference. We get the wrong side. Longer gets the wrong side of Watmore just nudges him and heads it back to the goalkeeper. We didn't do that, and suddenly it's in the back of our net. In 6-12 months' time, that doesn't happen, because they've got a bit more muscle, they've got a bit more understanding, they've got a bit more know-how. Is it frustrating tonight? Yeah, trust me, it is. But then you've got to stick with them. That's not the young lads, our young players' fault. That's where they are in their development. That's the brutal nature of professional football, of elite sport. What we do though is we give them a chance, and they're getting a chance. And to a man, I thought they were very good tonight. However, every now and again that kind of thing happens, and you get punished, especially at a good team like Wigan are. So disappointing, of course, but they're always learning. You know, all our players are always learning because that's what we do.
We've talked about how many setbacks have gone on for you this year. Yesterday was revealed about Billy Sass-Davies. Today on the pitch, Ryan Alabisu gets a muscle or hamstring injury, did he?
He had a back spasm, so he landed, he got knees and then he landed, and all his back seized up, and he's finding it difficult to run.
And just talking about those new players, they seem to be settling in. You know, you can't say that they're not fighting for the cause, can you?
No.
They put their shift in as well.
Yeah, of course. Look, you know, I thought Dan Aggie's been really, really good in all the games recently. You know, Bass has come in today and putting in a shift. It's all we can ask at the minute, because we're trying to get understanding that doesn't come overnight. You know, it took Charlie Kirk and Harry Pickering 12 years. You know, so it's a lot to expect for Tariq, who's new to the football club, and Bass to do it in 12 days. Tariq's been magnificent since he come in. You know, all the lads have. You know, Ryan's been good, and Raheem's getting there. You know, you've got to remember Raheem's only 21. You know, so we've got to stick with them, making sure that they don't just automatically, because of the position we're in the league, that think they're bad players, and keep working with them and keep making them better. And if we do that, then they will get better. It's just as simple as that, really.
I know it's a horrible run for everybody, but for you, has it lifted your spirits? I know you've got to keep those spirits, but has it just lifted your spirits that you know, you can get back on winning ways?
I think when you're in a situation that we're in, I think if the leader, if you like, the manager, whatever, shows any sign of disbelief, I think you're on a rocky road. I believe in every single one of them players, and I think, like I said tonight, you saw a committed, hard-working performance. Not for me, it's for the football club, for the shirt, and that's all. Like I said, that's all you can ask.